Last week, Hasbro launched a new game in their Monopoly franchise. The new version is called Miss Monopoly, and according to Hasbro, is the first ever game where women make more than men. The idea is to highlight young female inventors and entrepreneurs. Hasbro sent us the new Miss Monopoly, and we decided to have a few Fast Company staffers try it out. First game where women make more than men.
Thrilling.
Yeah. Finally.
So I still understand, does that mean that like men always lose the game? Or you just have like extra,
from the start, I think.
yeah, you have extra hurdles.
So I'm feeling already a little bit triggered by these game pieces we're about to play with, but there's a wine glass, there's like a diamond watch, there's a journal, there's a barbell. It does take a second to talk about. It says, by the way, here's a fun fact. Elizabeth Magie, possibly, a writer, artist, inventor, and feminist, was one of the pioneers of land-grabbing games. In 1904, she received a patent for the landlord's game, which was meant to educate people about the dangers of wealth concentration. Actually, that's not the whole story. Maggie's game grew in popularity through the early 1900s without being officially published. Eventually, a man named Charles Darrow started manufacturing and selling his own version and falsely claimed he invented the game alone in his basement. In 1935, he sold the rights to his game to Parker Brothers. Though the truth eventually came out, Charles Darrow died a millionaire, while Elizabeth Magie ended up spending more money on patent and lawyer fees than she ever made on the game.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure to start the game, Marcus gets less money.
Doesn't it have the opposite effect where like if a girl's playing with a boy and the boy still wins even though he started with less money, it's gonna like, it's gonna be a whole self-esteem. Yeah, it's gonna make her feel even worse than losing normally, right?
I think also like the idea that young men or any men of any age would be interested in playing this, knowing that that's part of the rules seems less likely. So I guess this is maybe targeted towards like women playing with other women.
I don't know who this is targeted toward because like, it's very pandery.
I don't know if you guys felt this way in your kids, but I definitely didn't feel like any board game genderized me as a player. Like I didn't feel I think confronting young kids with this sort of before they have any sense of why they should feel this way is
that's a good point.
Strange.
Definitely.
And so the whole, instead of properties, it's patents to, you're buying up patents, I guess, to female inventions.
But I wonder like what lesson it teaches. Like, do they need to have the whole discrepancy with the money? Like, wouldn't just like celebrating like all these women inventors be like enough?
That's a really good point. I feel like you could have done this game just with celebrating like the talents of women without making it unfair.
Well, and I think it kind of plays into what people are afraid of with feminism, which is that it's about women getting
unfair advantages. Yeah, that's a really good point.
All right, so I've landed on modern shapewear. I just want to take a look and see if it's worth my time. She's the creator of Spanx, Sarah Blakely. When she couldn't afford a patent lawyer to protect the slimming, shaping, footless pantyhose she designed, she hit the law books, wrote her own patent, and eventually received one.
So something interesting I want to point out about this is that they are celebrating these inventions, but they very clearly did not pay the money or get the permission to use the word Spanx. So they use her name and they call it, what do they call it? The slimming, shaping, footless pantyhose. Yes. And it's like, it's Spanx. Right. So
I was waiting to see the word Spanx. I'm gonna buy this property. Or I'm going to buy this patent, I think is what I'm doing. Let me give you $100.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna need your money first. This is, you don't have that many advantages as a woman. Jeez.
I mean, true.
All right, perfect.
Oh boy, look, I'm already paying income tax.
Oh my gosh.
This game sucks. $200. I have
200 monopolies.
I have.
Actress Hedy Lamarr designed the spread spectrum radio to guide torpedoes during World War II. This technology established the basis for Wi-Fi and other wireless technology. She was also a beautiful actress, wasn't she?
Yeah, her real history came out just like recently because she was always known as sort of this like beautiful actress.
That's actually kind of cool.
We did learn something.
We learned something.
Yeah.
Come here, chest. You get a flat tire. Okay, I'm sorry, this is already really annoying. Okay, you get a flat tire on the highway. At least you know how to fix it. Pay 50 Monopoly monies.
What do you have to pay $50?
Oh, because you need to buy.
Because you need to buy a new tire to replace it.
I guess.
But at least I know how to fix it, which is shocking.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman, and you wouldn't believe it.
She's an empowered lady.
It seems a little bit like forced and it may not be effective at what they're trying to achieve. It probably would have been better to not even have the discrepancy of money, but just have, highlight female entrepreneurs and inventors through history. I mean, I don't know how boys would feel who are like playing it, or like a family playing it. Like that might be a little strange too.
Yeah.
Like, would you want to play it as a girl?
No, I don't know who's buying this.
Like
I just
with
think
friends,
this is really, I think it's really annoying and dumb, and I hate everything about it.
Me too.
Like
personally.
if there was like a coffee table book that was like female inventors you've never heard of, like
Sure.
Right.
being aware of the gender pay gap in good time throughout your life is important, and understanding it and appreciating how it happens is all important. This board game is not the place to introduce that to young people. Everything about this just feels like somebody, like an alien Googled the basics of feminism. And they were like, okay, women love to lift exactly 15-pound weights. They don't want to get too swole, and like they want to have their bullet journal, and they like wine, and they like jewelry.
This is a very boxed in version of what a woman is, right?
Yes.
So it's like,
Yes.
you find a dress with pockets in it. It's like, okay, because women wear dresses, and throwing like a girl on your baseball team, and like you go on an awkward date, and it's like, it's
On an awkward date?
yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's just sort of like, it's insulting, right?
You would
Like,
never
the
see that in a
women-
boys' game.
Right, and like the women who we're trying to commemorate here, it's like, I'm sure a lot of them
Right.
didn't wear dresses, like,
Right.
and it's sort of like this very sort of like,
Right.
again, it's like somebody who is like, who has very strict ideas of gender norms tried to make something that was like cutesy and like feminist, and they have no idea what feminism is, right?
Absolutely.